What's up guys, CJ Ravens here, and today we are going to be doing another ranking video. We are going to be ranking every single Call of Duty on a tier list. Now, 2 videos ago I ranked every single Call of Duty, and you're probably wondering yourself, why are you ranking them again? If you just fucking made a video where you're ranking every single Call of Duty, why would you do it again? Are you running out of content? And the answer is yes, I am. I am 100% running out of content. I'm not running out of content, but the reason I'm making this video is because in that last video I ranked every single Call of Duty off of the multiplayer only, and I noticed that a lot of the Call of Duties as a whole are really good compared to just when you're ranking them as a multiplayer. So I decided, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna rank the entire game from campaign, zombies, survival, spec ops, multiplayer, everything. We're gonna rank them all and do it all in a tier list. I've always wanted to do a tier list. Tier lists are coming back on YouTube. Everybody's doing them, so I was like, fuck it, let's hop on the trend. Let's do one too. And I thought it was fitting to do one on Call of Duty as well, because fuck it, I've turned into a Call of Duty channel. Like, my last 5 videos have been nothing but Call of Duty, so might as well continue the Call of Duty train, am I right? Woo, God, can I hop the fuck off this train already? So, yeah, we're going to be ranking every single one tier list. We have the GOAT tier, the Great tier, Good tier, Playable, and Trash. I don't like Playable. We'll just do meh. Like just not good, I guess. I don't know, that's just stupid slang. So obviously there's a way that we have to rank these games and how we're going to be ranking them. First, we're going to rank the game as a whole, so the main game, everything about it, the campaign, zombies, special, spec ops, whatever the fuck else it is called, survival, and multiplayer. We're going to be ranking them all as a whole. Secondly, we're going to be ranking it as the game when it released, like the main game, the base game. We're not going to add in DLC because some of these games, honestly, I haven't played the DLC. I didn't play the DLC for World War II, didn't play the DLC for Advanced Warfare, so I can't really rank those games off of the DLC, and I feel like maybe some of the DLC made the game better, and I wouldn't know that, so I feel I can't rank it off it. So we're going to be ranking the game off of just the base game when it released. And the one that I'm going to just say over and over again, it's an opinion-based, just opinion-based. There's no need to get pissed if I rank a game in GOAT tier and you think it belongs in Good tier. It's fine. We don't need to argue. We don't need to fucking throw hands over Call of Duty. It's just it's fucking lame. I can have an opinion, you can have an opinion. I'm just putting mine on the internet. I know you can't do that. That's retarded to do it. I don't know why I'm gonna do it, but anyways, let's get started off with Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. I'm gonna put this in Good. All right, before everybody gets pissed, let me just hear me out. I think obviously this was the very first Call of Duty that a lot of people played. It wasn't the very first Call of Duty, but it was, you know, one of the very first that a lot of people played. A lot of my friends played this first. I think as a whole, Call of Duty just got better over time, and that's just exactly what needed to happen. It needed to get better. Campaign, very good. I think we can all agree that the campaign was very good. Missions are great, characters are great, everything about it is great. Though it used to be a ghost town, or there used to be like 100,000 people. I don't remember the exact saying, but you know what I'm talking about. And now it's a ghost town. Dude, it's all like everything about this game is fucking awesome. The multiplayer, though, I think is what really lacks, in my opinion. I think that a lot of it is like it just got better. I like the guns are good, the maps are good, but I don't like the multiplayers. I don't like how slow it feels compared to everything else. It just feels different as a whole game. Call of Duty just got better over time, and that's completely fine. It's not that this game is bad, it's good. I'm ranking it good. I just think that as a whole, Call of Duty just got better, and that's exactly what should have happened. It should have just got better. And you make one movie, and you're gonna have 4 more movies in that series. You want each movie to be better than the first, and that's exactly what you strive for. That's what you should strive for, and I think that's exactly what Call of Duty did. They strived for greatness after every single release. Partially, we're gonna get into the list later. Obviously, some of these Call of Duties, they weren't striving for greatness. Next up is Call of Duty World at War. Just like Modern Warfare, it's going in good. I think, like I said, I think it just got better over time. Campaign, really good. I think everybody knows that exact campaign, the Simplify, I think it's what it's called. I think that's the name of the main mission, where you're like in that hut, there's a Japanese soldier about to kill you, torturing you, trying to get answers or whatever it is, and then your comrades, whatever the fuck they're called, comes in and like saves you. Everybody knows that main mission, very iconic. Then you have the zombies mode, which is where it was introduced, Nocturne and Toten. I think Nocturne and Toten is kind of fun, but obviously it got better. I mean, zombies just got better over time. Nocturne and Toten is like a bare bones map. It's kind of fun, but after like 10 rounds you're like, okay, this shit's getting really hard, and I'm not really enjoying myself as much as I would if I was playing like Mob of the Dead or something like that. And then the multiplayer, just like Modern Warfare, I think that it was just it's really good. really fun, but I think that it just got better over time, which is also why I'm ranking it in good. And this is one of the games that I got hacked in, so I should put it in meh since I fucking got hacked in it. But you know what? I'm gonna put it in good because, you know, we're good Samaritans over here. That's what we're gonna do. Modern Warfare 2. I'm gonna put in great. I think it's really, really good. I love this game. Second favorite campaign. Quite possibly my third favorite campaign, actually. I don't know. There's another campaign that we'll get to in a little bit that's like fighting for second place. Most iconic campaign, I would say, with a lot of the missions. You going through the streets of the favela of Rio de Janeiro. That mission where you're like climbing on the side of the ice mountain and you're using that pick. You almost fall. And then Captain Price or Soap, someone saves you. I forget exactly who. You're riding down a fucking mountain with snowmobiles. Who could forget No Russian? Who could forget No Russian? I mean, hey, did you guys know this? I learned this like a month ago. Did you guys know in the mission No Russian, you weren't supposed to shoot anybody in that airport? You weren't supposed to shoot anybody at all. I had no fucking clue. Every time I play No Russian, I turn into a school shooter, and I never knew you weren't supposed to kill anybody in that entire mission. Then you have the Spec Ops, where I think is, I'm not going to really fault it. I think it was just added for extra content. But honestly, I don't think it's really the greatest. I think you play it once, and you'll probably never play them again in your entire life. And then you got the multiplayer. A very fucking fun multiplayer. Super fun. Most broken multiplayer I've ever played. Just unlimited noob tubes, one-man army, really bad knife lunge. And this is the shit that they fixed. It used to be worse when the game first came out. Now, it's fixed now, but it used to be worse back in the day. And there's just a lot of stuff. I don't like how you could get nukes. Everybody getting nukes. I feel like every 5 games you play, at least there's one nuke in one of those 5 games. I love that the nuke ends the game, and I love that the nuke is awesome. I think it's a little bit too, you get it a little bit too fast. Some people just get those Harrier strikes, and then they get that chopper gunner, and then it's like it's over. It's like the nuke, the game. You might as well just leave. The game's gonna end anyways, because someone's gonna get the nuke. And then you got Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Fucking GOAT tier, 100%. Greatest Call of Duty of all time. Hands down, greatest Call of Duty. Campaign, greatest campaign of all time. The characters, the missions, everything about it, super good. I love the setting. You're in Vietnam, and you're just, you know, I love the setting of the campaign, you being in Vietnam. Then you got the zombies. Kino de Toten 5 were the launch maps for this game. Kino de Toten, one of the best maps of all time. I know a lot of people who are really into zombies won't say that, but it's the most iconic map, zombies map of all time. One of the best. Everybody has a lot of memories playing it. It's probably a lot of people's very first map that they played. And then 5, also really good, but I don't think it's like the greatest map of all time, but you're gonna have some fun playing it. And then the multiplayer, I'm Italian, I could do this, just fucking perfect. The most balanced multiplayer, yet the most fun at the same time. Everything feels so balanced, and it's just so fun. It's just so fun. Maps are great. Some of the best maps ever were created in Black Ops 1. I mean, Nuketown. This map has been created in every single Treyarch game after this was created. Nuketown, firing range, my favorite map of all time, Radiation. I know that's I'm in the minority there, but one of the best maps in my opinion of all time. Then you got the guns. The maps were so perfect for the guns. You could run around with any gun you wanted. If you wanted to run around with an AK-74U, or if you wanted to run around with a ballistic knife or a fucking shotgun, you could, and you could do just as good. Everything about this game was good. GOAT, 100%. GOAT. Love it. It's a GOAT. Modern Warfare 3. I think this game is underrated. I'm going to put it in good. I think it's very underrated. I think Modern Warfare 3, super, super good. When this game first came out, a lot of my friends did not play this. They did not like this game at all. In fact, that they went back to Black Ops 1. I obviously did too, because Black Ops 1 was my favorite Call of Duty at that point too. But I enjoyed Modern Warfare 3 a lot. I liked the campaign. I think the campaign was really good. I don't think it's like the best campaign. I wouldn't put it in my top 5 favorite campaigns of all time for Call of Duty. But I think that there are some good moments. I mean, remember like the moment when that fucking girl gets destroyed by that car bomb, and then you fucking lynch Makarov. And then you have the survival mode, which is just a poor man's version of zombies. It's just the worst version of zombies. Honestly, if there was no achievements in a survival, I wouldn't have played any of the survival at all. But the multiplayer, I think, is where a lot of people hated it. I don't know really why. I thought the multiplayer was really good. I thought the maps were good. I thought the guns were good. I thought that the game looked better than Black Ops 1. I mean, I love Black Ops 1, but I'll be honest with you, it really hasn't aged well compared to all these other Call of Duties. I mean, I love Black Ops 1, but and I thought Modern Warfare 3 looked way better than Black Ops 1. But I mean, like, if you compare it to some other Call of Duties, if you compare it to Modern Warfare 2, it's not as good. If you compare it to Black Ops, it's not as good. I think it's still a really good game. I think it's very underrated. The most underrated Call of Duty of all time. In fact, back in the day when this game first came out in 2012, people were saying that this was the worst Call of Duty of all time. This was the worst Call of Duty of all time. I think now, after the Call of Duties that we've gotten over the past few years, people have changed their minds on this. They're probably not saying Modern Warfare 3 is the worst Call of Duty of all time anymore, but I think it's very underrated. Call of Duty Black Ops 2, fucking GOAT tier, baby. Black Ops 2, I fucking love this game. It's one of the best it's the second best Call of Duty of all time, hands down. Can you believe that this game takes place in 4 more years? 4 more years is when this game takes place. And I don't know about y'all, but the closest thing that we've gotten to a lot of those machines was those fucking Boston Dynamic dog robots. That's it. I don't think we have any war machines like that and shit like that. That's all in there. But yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, one of the greatest campaigns of all time. I love the story. I love how they tied it in from the Black Ops 1 to even then old Mason, old Melendez, everything about it. You even went back in time. There was times where you were fighting in the 80s, and then there were times where you were fighting in the 20s or in the 2020s. I loved how well that they put it in together, and I love some of the missions. I mean, remember that mission where you were riding on horseback in the Sahara Desert or some shit like that? Or you were riding on horseback in one of the deserts? And yeah, you also got multiple endings. The very first ending that I ever got was when Melendez and Mason were in like a retirement home dancing to some songs and stuff like that. Then you got the zombies. I'm gonna be honest with you, zombies, not really the greatest. I mean, Transit, fucking trash. And then you got Nuketown, not that good. So you're probably wondering, well, why is this in GOAT? Because the fucking multiplayer was phenomenal. It was so damn good. Everything about this multiplayer was so damn good. The guns were really good. The kill streaks were some of the best kill streaks that we've ever gotten in any type of Call of Duty. I will die for those kill streaks because that's just how damn good that they are. The kill streaks we get now are trash compared to what Black Ops 2 kill streaks were. They were fucking awesome. The maps, some of the best maps ever created. You had slums, you had standoff, you had raid. Some of the best maps and some of the most fun that I've ever had playing this game. Also, some of my favorite Call of Duty creators on YouTube came from Black Ops 2. Remember when Vanoss made some good Call of Duty Black Ops 2 videos? KYR Speedy. This was like my 9th grade year. I was in 9th grade when this game came out. It's awesome. Love Black Ops 2. Definitely go. And that's also, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Last video or the last Call of Duty that's gonna get GOAT tier. Nothing's gonna get in this GOAT tier anymore. We went from one of the greatest Call of Duties of all time to the worst Call of Duty of all time. Call of Duty Ghost goes in trash 100%. Everything about this game is so boring. Can you name one thing that happened in Ghost in the campaign? Because if you were to ask me name one thing that happened in the campaign of Ghost, I would tell you that when you got next to the fishes, they fucking moved. That was it. Or the dog Riley. I played this campaign twice too. Twice I played this, and I don't remember jack shit about it because that's just how boring and bad this game was. Then you had Extinction mode. Just a fucking trash mode, and I'm so glad we've never seen Extinction ever again. It was so bad, it was dumb. Like, it was the worst thing ever. It was a poor man's version of zombies, but just like 5 times worse than what it originally was. Extinction sucked ass. Then you had the multiplayer. Just the craziest thing, the multiplayer was like the most balanced, and it felt good. It felt great. It looked good. It felt good at the time, and back in 2013. It's just everything about it just sucked. The maps were really, really bad. They were too big for its time. Also, there were so many people camping. I've never had so many timeout games in my entire life than when I was playing Call of Duty Ghosts. I feel like every other game ended by a time limit game. That shit was whack as fuck, and I hated every bit of it. It was the most boring, the slowest, and the worst Call of Duty of all time. Activision said, you know what, fuck it, we're not going to make one bad game. We're going back to back like fucking Kobe, and we're making 2 really bad games because Advanced Warfare is trash. It's not good. It's very, very bad. Best thing about the campaign was Kevin Spacey, and this was before the news came out that he did a Little Boys. Campaign wasn't good at all. The only thing I can remember is Kevin Spacey, and there was a part at the very beginning where you get your arm torn off, and then you got to press F for to pay respects, and that's it. That's literally all I remember about Advanced Warfare. I played this campaign twice too. Also, I actually remember a part where you play Frogger. You go across a highway. That's it. That's all I remember. Not a good campaign. Then you have the survival mode, which is fucking stupid. I think the secondary map has to now be zombies forever, because zombies is just way better than the survival mode. Survival is just super boring. It's just not fun. You play it once and you just don't want to play it again. I don't think it adds anything to the game, especially in Advanced Warfare. It just was boring. There was no real goal. There was no real point. There was nothing to really do. It was just, hey, survive to round 35, and then the map's going to restart over, and then you could survive again for another 35 rounds. Then you have the multiplayer. I don't want to sound like a fucking boomer. This shit was too fast for me. I was 16 when this game came out. The boost jumping was just way too fast, way too hard, and the maps were really, really bad. Fuck, man, like, Jesus, you would shoot somebody, and they would zoom up 100 feet in the air. You would look up, and by the time you looked up at them, they were fucking gone. They were behind you. They zoomed across behind you. Like, everything about this was just shitty. You shoot somebody, they just fucking boop, and they just go away. It's like there was really no point to play this game. It was just too fast, too chaotic. The map sucked. There was really overpowered weapons. The Bow 27 fucking overpowered. And then Activision or Sledgehammer Games decided, you know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make loot crates pay to win. And not only are we gonna give you pay to win, but we're gonna give you even more overpowered guns than before. For instance, the Bow 27 already overpowered. They decided, fuck it, let's give them the Bow 27 Obsidian Steed if they pay $100 for the shit. They completely broke the multiplayer. It's really, really bad. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Great, 100%. I think out of all the Black Ops games, out of all the Treyarch games, this is probably the weakest campaign out of all of them. Not that it's bad, I just think that it wasn't really the greatest. It was fun, there was some good things that were added into the campaign, but I think that as a whole, just kind of the weakest one out of them. Then you have the zombies. Perfect. Really, really, really good. For Shadows of Evil, one of the greatest maps of all time. And then the Giant, which is a remake of Darius, which is also one of the greatest maps of all time in the Black Ops 3 engine. Some of the best fun, some of the best times ever had. Then you had the multiplayer, love-hate relationship with it. When this game first came out, hated the fuck out of this game. But then I kept playing it, kept playing it. And then I noticed I still fucking hate this game, but it's fun. I really love it. I hate it, but I love it at the same time. It's very, very good. I said it was my third favorite multiplayer of all time. I still stand by that. It's really, really good. I love the guns. I love the maps. I think this was the last game that had really, really good maps. After this, the next 5 Call of Duties have trash fucking maps. This was the last one that had the really good maps. But yeah, super fucking fun. Love Black Ops 3. The only thing that I hated about it was it was pay to win towards the end. Not even really towards the end, just like a couple months into the game, they made it pay to win. They added in the marshals. They added in like the really overpowered Galil, really overpowered FAMAS. They added in the NX Shadow Claws. They just added in a whole bunch of shit that just really made it pay to win. You had to pay hundreds of dollars just to get this shit. I've played this game for so many hours. It's probably my most played game of all time, and yet I still don't have some of the guns. I don't have most of the guns. I think I only got like 3 DLC weapons. There's like 20 of them, and I've only gotten 3. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I'm gonna put it in meh. Here's the reason why. Campaign is actually pretty good. I thought the campaign was pretty decent. Kind of fun. Not the greatest campaign of all time, obviously, but I thought it was fun for what it was worth. And Zombies in Spaceland, very, very fun. In fact, when I make my list of all of the games that all the zombies maps from all the Call of Duties, I guarantee you Zombies in Spaceland is probably going to be like like in the top 15. And that's pretty good because there's like 60 to 70 maps that were created. Zombies in Spaceland is some of the most fun I've ever had in zombies. But what really keeps it down is the multiplayer. Obviously, multiplayer is fucking trash. Not good. 3rd year in a row. You didn't need boost jumping. You could have got rid of it. The maps, really, really bad. The guns, really, really bad. It was one of the worst Call of Duties of all time. Like I said, I think the campaign's pretty decent. Zombies is really, really fun. But after the zombies, this game's not replayable. Like, if you're going to go back and play Zombies in Spaceland 100%, after that, though, nah, it's not worth it. This game sucks. Call of Duty World War II, I'm going to put in fuck. See, if you asked me when this game came out, I would have put it in meh. But I think I'm going to put it in good. I think it aged pretty well. I think the campaign was pretty good, pretty decent. I don't think it was like the greatest of all time. Like I said, I don't think most of these Call of Duty campaigns were pretty good at all, but Final Reich was really, really fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was really good. There was also another map in there that was like a bare bones, like Nocturne Totem style map, but I also thought that was kind of fun as well. And the multiplayer, I hated it when it came out, but recently I went back to it, and I think it aged pretty well. I think that the only thing I hated was that there was like the infantry, like the specialist infantry, where if you wanted to use a shotgun, you had to use the shotgun class to then get dragon fire breath. And if you wanted to use a submachine gun, you had to use the submachine gun class to then get a suppressor, which ruined the game, because what if you wanted to use an assault rifle and have a suppressor, or if you wanted to use a sniper and have a suppressor? It just, a lot of the stuff that they did just kind of ruined the game. One of the things that I didn't like though about it was like some of the maps aren't the greatest, and the guns, I don't really like World War II guns. I think they're cool in real life, but in a game they're kind of boring, not gonna lie. I don't think it's quite good. I think if there was another tier like right here between good and meh, I'd put it there, because I don't think it's good, but I don't think it's meh, you know, like I don't know where to put it. Like it's Sledgehammer's best game 100%. But where do you put it? Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Fucking trash. Fucking trash. Throw this game away. Throw this game away. If you like Black Ops 4, I don't respect your opinion at all. It's fucking trash. Here's the thing. Doesn't have a campaign, which knocks it down. Why don't you have a campaign? Who fucking knows? You could have put like a 2 to 3 hour campaign together. No one would have gave a fuck. You had 3 years. You could have made a campaign. Don't come up with that bullshit like, oh, we put all of our team into like the Blackout mode or into this mode. You could have made a team. You could have made a campaign. Especially since you budget cutted the zombies, and the zombies was fucking trash. Blood of the Dead, not good. Voyage of Despair, not good. 9, very, very good actually, very good. And Classified is also a pretty good map. But Voyage of Despair and Mob of the Dead, those were like the 2 main maps that people were supposed to play. I mean, you being on the Titanic and a remake of Mob of the Dead for Blood of the Dead is one of the best. Like, everybody thought it was going to be good. And then the game fucking sucked. It was so trash. The engine or whatever they did, I guess supposedly the engine of Black Ops 4 is the same exact engine that was used for Black Ops 3. Hard to believe, because Black Ops 3 had the greatest engine of all time. How did you fuck it up so much going in 3 years later? Black Ops 3 came out in 2015. This game came out in 2018. It looked worse than a game that came out 3 years prior. And then not to mention, the multiplayer ran like absolute shit. Some of the worst guns of all time. Some of the most unmemorable guns of all time. Some of the worst maps. In fact, the original maps that they made for this game were fucking trash. They were so bad that they had to bring in like 4 to 5 remakes from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. They had to remake Slums. They had to remake Jungle. And then, to make the game a little bit more, they had to do these stupid fucking variations of certain maps. Like, for instance, the best map in Black Ops 4 was Seaside. So they decided, fuck it, instead of making new content for this game, what we're going to do is we're just going to take Seaside again, right? And then just make it to where there's a sunset. That's it. That's it. It's regular Seaside and then Sunset Seaside. And then the Blackout mode, everybody says it's better than Warzone. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I thought it was good, and then I kept playing it, and I was like, no, it's not good. Like, Warzone's way better than Blackout. Blackout was fucking trash. Blackout was the reason there was no campaign. Blackout was another reason why the zombies was so bad. And Blackout wasn't even anything special. They easily could have just said, fuck it, we're just going to take a couple of people, make a campaign, make a little bit of zombies better. But they didn't. This game fucking is so trash. It's so bad. Then you have Call of Duty Modern Warfare. See, here's my predicament for Modern Warfare. Is I didn't play the campaign. I didn't play the Special Ops mode. All I played was the multiplayer. So I don't know how to rank this. If I'm ranking off the multiplayer, I put it in trash because I didn't think it was good at all. But I feel like I just can't do that, because what if the campaign was pretty good? What if the Special Ops was pretty good? I can't do that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to rank Warzone in with Modern Warfare, and I'm going to put it in meh. I think meh is good. Multiplayer sucked. It just wasn't good. I didn't like any of the maps. Maps were really, really, really bad. And then they decided, hey, let's flood them with doors. And the doors really ruined the maps. The guns were not that great. They put shotguns in secondaries, which they did it again in Cold War. Fucking stupid. I know that was how it was in Modern Warfare 2. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think it completely ruins the game when people are not only running around with a really overpowered assault rifle, but they're running around with an overpowered shotgun at the same time. Especially, too, since a lot of the buildings that were in Modern Warfare were very close quarters. You could easily run around with the assault rifle, and then once you get into a building, you could just change to a shotgun. I did it multiple times. That's how people cheesed me, so I started cheesing them back. But the main reason I'm putting this in meh is Warzone. I think Warzone is the best battle royale game of all time. I think it's very, very fun. I've had a lot of good memories in it. I have 2 victories, just 2, that's it. Nothing too crazy, but I have 2 victories. I'll take them. I'll take those 2 victories. But I think Warzone is what carried Modern Warfare, and I think they noticed that, which is why the multiplayer just lacked. They probably put all their efforts into Warzone, and it's very apparent that they did that because all the content that came out throughout the year for Modern Warfare, most of it went to Warzone, and not a lot of it went to Modern Warfare. And I think most of the money that they made from that year's Call of Duty was from Warzone. People spent a lot of money on Warzone, and they didn't spend money on Modern Warfare, which is also, I think, why Call of Duty Cold War's DLC is free, and there's no like season pass or anything like that, because they noticed that they're not making any money from the previous. They're gonna make it from Warzone again. And then you have Call of Duty Cold War. Good. I'm gonna put it in good. I think good's a good place for it. Campaign. This was the campaign that I said was probably my second favorite campaign. It's a tie between Modern Warfare 2 and Cold War. They're fighting for that second place. I just don't know which one is second place. That campaign, so fucking good. I love the campaign. It's just, the characters, really, really good. Adler, one of the best characters ever added into Call of Duty. I love the fact that the game ends differently. You can have a good ending, and you can have a bad ending. I love how the story just kind of comes full circle, and the story is told very, very well. And this is some of the greatest like moments in Call of Duty like campaign history, where Woods just fucking grabs a mannequin and just fucking like goes to hit it with the butt of its gun, and then he's like, we don't talk about it. Just little shit like that, just super fun. The missions are really, really good, and that's why I said I think the Cold War is probably my second favorite campaign. I don't know, like I said, it's fighting between Modern Warfare 2 and Cold War for my second favorite. The zombies, D Machine, really, really fun. I thought D Machine was super, super good. The problem is that, I'm going to be completely honest with you, I thought that it did get old after a couple months. I played the fuck out of it for like 3 weeks, and after that it just kind of got boring. I haven't really gone back to it since, even though I do think D Machine is a very good map. And then you got the multiplayer. This is where it lacks. I think if the multiplayer was good, I think this game would definitely be in the great tier. It's just not good. Honestly, the multiplayer sucks. Skill-based matchmaking too strong. I hate playing with people who play every single game like it's their last game ever. The guns are pretty good, but I think that, again, just like Modern Warfare 2019, I think the gun customization is just too stupid. I felt like if it was just dumbed down a little bit and your guns actually felt like they were different, I felt like it would be really good. This game is just running really bad lately. Like, it's been running like 20 frames per second sometimes. It's been really laggy. I don't know if it's my connection. I've been told that it's other people's connections too that's been like this. So but this game just doesn't run good multiplayer wise, and that's why I think good is a good tier. In fact, that's it. That's all the games ranked from GOAT tier to trash tier, I guess. So yeah, I love Call of Duty. Call of Duty is one of my favorite franchises of all time, and as much as I hate it recently, I think that it's not that good recently. I will continue to play it every single time. They're going to release Call of Duty for the next 30 years, and my dumb ass is going to be like 50 years old still playing Call of Duty. I'm going to be like, oh, you youngins should have tried Black Ops 1 back in 2011. That shit was good. I'm still going to be that guy who still plays Call of Duty every single year. I love it. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time, and I wish it just got better. I think it is getting better though. Like I said, Cold War, if the multiplayer didn't suck, Cold War would be one of the best Call of Duties of all time. Like, dead ass. It would be fucking phenomenal. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy the video, give the video a like. Subscribe for more. There's more videos that you guys can watch on my channel. So yeah, just go ahead and subscribe. I promise you won't regret it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.